Hey, hockey fans! Welcome back to the Oilers Fanatic. If this is your first visit to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing, and you can also follow along on Twitter and Instagram at Oilers Fanatic YT. Today we're going to be covering some by request topics, so let's get started. Sung Jae Chung asked, "What are my dream trades?" I have made the following trades to build my roster. Let me reiterate. These are dream trades that almost entirely only benefit the Oilers. Here we go. To the Colorado Avalanche, Jesse Puljujarvi, Kailer Yamamoto, and Cody Ceci. To the Edmonton Oilers, Nathan MacKinnon and Cale Makar. To the Pittsburgh Penguins, Derek Ryan. To the Edmonton Oilers, Sidney Crosby. To the Vancouver Canucks, Devin Shore. To the Edmonton Oilers, JT Miller. To the Detroit Red Wings, Josh Archibald. To the Edmonton Oilers, Sam Gagner. To the Chicago Blackhawks, Mikko Koskinen. To the Edmonton Oilers, Marc-Andre Fleury. After all these trades, my roster looks like this. I have a top line of Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Zach Hyman. A second line of JT Miller, Sidney Crosby, and Nathan MacKinnon. A third line of Warren Foegele, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Zach Kassian. And a fourth line of Tyler Benson, Ryan McLeod, and Sam Gagner. Darnell Nurse and Cale Makar in the top pairing on defense. Rasmus Dahlin and Evan Bouchard in the second pairing. And Duncan Keith and Tyson Barrie in the third pairing. In goal, I have Marc-Andre Fleury and Mike Smith. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks again to Sung Jae Chung for the topic. Next up, X2 Crow asked me to come up with my best trade offers for Kailer Yamamoto, Mikko Koskinen, and Zach Kassian. And he asked, what will the roster look like going into the playoffs after these changes? For Kailer Yamamoto, you would want a right winger coming back in the deal to replace him. Ideally, someone who can play in your top 9. My selection is Jonas Donskoi from the Seattle Kraken. They both play similar roles and could replace each other in each team's lineup. Donskoi has produced better numbers, so the Oilers may have to add a sweetener, but Donskoi is also 29, while Yamo was 22, so you could also balance out things that way. For Mikko Koskinen, the Oilers want a goalie coming back that can run in a tandem with Mike Smith. My selection is Thomas Greiss from the Detroit Red Wings. Greiss is an upgrade for the Oilers. The contracts expire for both players at year's end, and the money is close enough to work for both teams. For Zach Kassian, like the Yamo deal, you want someone coming back who can play in your top 9. I didn't worry about replacing him with a right winger in this trade, because there is another player I have that can switch wings. Kassian also brings energy and toughness to your lineup, so if you're trading him away, you want something similar coming back. My selection is Brock McGinn from the Pittsburgh Penguins. He brings a lot of the same qualities as Cass, with similar numbers and contract lengths. I think this is a decent trade for both sides. Here's how my lineup would work going into the playoffs if I made all 3 of those trades. I would have a top line of Zach Hyman, Connor McDavid, and Jesse Puljujarvi. A second line of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Leon Draisaitl, and Jonas Donskoi. A third line of Brock McGinn, Ryan McLeod, and Warren Foegele. A fourth line of Tyler Benson, Derek Ryan, and Kyle Turris. And on defense, I would have Darnell Nurse and Tyson Barrie, Duncan Keith and Evan Bouchard, and Slater Cuckoo and Cody Ceci. And in goal, Mike Smith and Thomas Greiss. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Thanks again to X2 Crow for the topic. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thanks as always for stopping by the channel and for all your support. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Take care, guys.